Good morning. This is Bob Passy. This is another episode in American Crisis. I think it's the third one. If you don't, we're in crisis. You just have to look outside or turn on the news. All of the what seemed like secure ideas and dependable landmarks in the society are disappearing quickly, and we're certainly in the midst of an authoritarian takeover, or the appearances of that. Uh, and I might say that this is very much like um, either a bully or an outlaw, where if for instance, the first thing that happens when you get in power is you release everyone from the prisons that are your friends, and in the process undercut the law that existed for everyone else. And so we've destroyed almost all of the structures of this society, and actually we've undone the means of change, or the means of allowing citizen control. And so if you think about it, the way to deal with a bully or an outlaw takes over a town. You can't reason with them. You can meet them, you can try to outgun them, but you are going to have to confront them because they won't stop. The same with the bully. And so how do we confront a bully? We don't have the weaponry. I mean, we don't have the guns and we don't have the technology, and we don't have the power of the government, and we don't have the police force. I'm not saying the police are all on his side, but that whole policing thing, like the military and the federal troops, are all kind of questionable now because they answer to the president. So, what has happened is that Project 2025 laid out what to do if they got in power, and when Trump was elected, they became in power, and they are destroying the rest of the government. It is very much like they have changed it from something that served the welfare of the individual citizens to something that serves the welfare of the rich and powerful. It has changed from what was a democratic form of government to much more like a corporate setup, where basically we've turned into corporate USA, where you have the different divisions that used to be different departments in our democracy, are now shifted to different divisions in a corporation that all answer to him, all answer to the CEO, and Trump is the CEO, and he gets to do whatever he wants in whatever way he wants to, and has basically unlimited budget. And the whole goal is to make money for himself and for the corporation, basically, which is the the people who are in control of it, and the preferred stockholders, the people who have invested the most in it. But it's all about profit. It's not about serving the people, and the people are there mostly to serve the corporation. And if they're not serving the corporation, then they're pretty well expendable, which is pretty much how the rest of us are being treated. But the fact is that in order to deal with somebody like that, you can't try to confront them on the battlefield of their choice with the weapons of their choice. We don't going to have enough guns. We aren't going to have enough money to outspend them. We aren't going to have the surveillance techniques that they have. But all we have is ourselves. And one of the things that people like that who are grasping for power forget is that there's an old saying that boots on the ground trumps money in the bank. People out there saying and doing what they have to do to let it be known clearly, and I might say that it needs to be non-violently, because violence will only give them an excuse to use their weapons. To say that they do not believe that this is the kind of nation they want to be a part of, and that they're opposed to this shift in what this nation has become. And basically, our numbers are the key. And in a way, we have to raise it to a different plane. It can't be on the plane of brute force and technological advantage. It has to simply be in terms of the human support. We represent human beings, and we're saying, no, you can't do this without us, and no, we won't go along. And our voice will be so powerful and so strong that if we rise above what you're saying the basic power is that can resolve this, if we rise above it to a more human level of they're not going to want to kill everybody. They're not going to want to imprison everybody. They have nobody left to do what they need people to do. They're going to look like bullies if they beat us up and we don't try to outfight them. So we have moral force on our side, and we need to use that and trust it and move and rise above what they're trying to do and just say, no, no, no. We are a human nation. We need to operate as a human nation. And we're going to stand here and let you know that we do not agree or consent to what you're doing, and we will never consent. And that's basically what we're going to have to do. And it's interesting because when we were a democracy, part of being a democracy, or the very heart of being a democracy, was citizenship. And the citizens were supposed to be the voice of the people that identified what needed to be done in the country. It's supposed to be us running the country, not the people, the leaders running us. And so we are being called upon to be ordinary heroes. We're called upon to do the very job that is required of a citizen in a democracy at this time. And so on Saturday we have the No Kings rally. There are many other things too. There are other things that I've been writing about that can be done in between. And we just need to keep the faith and to go out there and let them know that where we are, and that we are human beings, and we care about a world that is human and a nation that is human. So hopefully you will be inspired to participate. That's all for now. Thanks a lot.